Can you actually change the world, the research world, by doing one little action, one little experiment every single day for decades? That's what I'm trying to propose with the Reciprocity Project. I actually want to create a platform, a software platform, so that you can go on there and you can feel motivated and have fun and create non-rejectable research papers and grants. I think that would be amazing to be able to do that. I can't do that in one little moment. That's not what this is about. This is about many decades long journey of trying to convince other people, trying to get people to join, trying to get the world to sort of see, hey, we have a serious problem. We have this problem where people, many people that are in the scientific research effort actually are kind of not doing that well. The sort of age-old jokes that you see about PhDs and researchers being grumpy and bumpy, and that's kind of true. And I think about this is a serious problem. Why are we allowing people that are driving much of social change in terms of how we see the world be like that? Why aren't we actually trying to establish something to make it fun, make it enjoyable? So not only that, we do go into some really dark and deep areas in terms of thinking about things. Yes, that's part of doing research, but the game doesn't have to be dark and deep. I think about this issue, I think about how that there is, when you're growing up, everybody's talking about how fun science is, and most people are really excited about it. Most people find or think about this sort of scientific effort is really exciting, and it's true that there is a lot of excitement and people feel great and there's a sparkle in your eye. But then when you go to actually do it and you go through the process of actually doing it, most people cannot do it. It's an extremely difficult thing, particularly as they get into the later stages of it, right? I think a lot of people sort of feel the support in an undergraduate program where there's lots of people that are doing it. You kind of feel like you're part of a community. It's okay. But then when you go in and you start doing it yourself, and you go into master's and PhD programs and start doing research as a professor, you feel like, hey, you're really, really alone in a lot of things. And I think about that as like, hey, can't we possibly change that? Isn't that something that is an interesting proposition that we can change? Good morning. Good. I think about like, hey, isn't that a wonderful thing to actually pursue? We have this moment where we have this problem, and we can change that problem. Maybe I can't change it immediately. I can't change the funding agencies and things like that. That's not what I'm about. But I can do one little tiny thing every single day. I could put out one little video making you feel like you're doing okay, or giving you a wink, or giving you a smile. I mean, I could do all of those kind of things. That's very simple. It just requires a lot of gumption for me to get up and do this every day. And it requires me to just keep going, just like you. Like knowing that you can keep going, get up, you can take one more day, take one more step, change your life, and take all of those little positive changes. You do that repeatedly. I can't change your personalities. I can't do any of those kind of things. But man, I can tell you to get up, try one little step. I can tell you to get going, do one more thing every day. Have fun, enjoy the process, and know that you're a good person when you're doing that. If I can do that every day, what would that look like? Every day for 2 decades, what would that look like? How cool would that be? Why don't you come along in the journey? Why don't you actually start participating, having fun, encouraging other people, leaving some comments, giving a smile to somebody else? Doesn't matter. Whatever that particular thing is, come join the journey. Let's change this. Let's have some fun. Let's make this enjoyable. I can't change all the other people that you're going to run into that are not going to be all that fun, that have gotten sucked into the whole negativity thing. But man, we could create this little barrier between us and have a little secret sort of idea where we're like, hey, we're just going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to see all the opportunities that exist in this world. And we're just going to smile and have this little barrier around us that I think is really good. So come join this weird social experiment. Let's have some fun. Let's keep positivity in our life. Let's do something that other people don't want to do themselves. That's all right. I think we could do it.